Ice hockey is the single greatest sport on the planet, and rivalries make it so. The Edinburgh Capitals play the Fife Flyers tonight here in Murrayfield Ice Rink. Gardner Conference and Rapid Solicitors Elite League action. I'm Daniel Ferguson, bringing you all the play-by-play action, joined as always by Callum Ferguson. And tonight, the beginning of the single most important weekend from an Edinburgh Capitals standpoint. The Fife Flyers of the Coventry Blaze, they're 2 points outside a playoff spot. 4 points here will go a long way in helping them to make the playoffs. No points, and the uphill climb ends up looking like Everest.
Oh, it certainly does, Daniel. I mean, this is a huge weekend. There's been some big weekends in the season so far, but when you're up against your biggest rivals in the Fife Flyers, who are very, very close to you in the league standings, and then the Coventry Blaze tomorrow night, you don't get much bigger weekends than this weekend. And I was talking to a fan on my way in there and saying that we're almost looking for Dundee to do us a favour up there against Coventry tonight. But if Dundee do us a favour, in Dundee, it means nothing if the Edinburgh Capitals can't get 2 points here, because we want to close the gap. We can tie up with the Coventry Blaze with a win tonight if they don't win in regulation. It's a huge weekend. Obviously, with the guys being back at full fitness except for the one suspension tonight, the Edinburgh Capitals have to be right up for this one. And if you can't get out for a Fife derby, you shouldn't be playing hockey.
The Fife Flyers came into a game here in December on one of their worst runs ever. Todd Dutium was under immense pressure from the Fife Flyers faithful. They won that game. They were 4-1 up. They won it after penalty shots. They won here in Hogmanay. That really kick-started their season. They are now up into 6th place in the league standings. Top of the league in terms of the bottom half of the league, if you like to look at it that way. They're on a bit of a roll right now, and it's going to be a tough ask for an Edinburgh Capitals side down on import and down on confidence.
Well, listen, form and confidence means nothing when you go into a derby game. It's all about what happens tonight. Everything else goes out the window, and it's just 60 minutes ahead, possibly more if it goes to overtime and penalty shots. But 60 minutes are huge for these Edinburgh Capitals teams. These players, there's not the biggest Edinburgh Capitals crowd in here tonight, but they'll be looking to make as much noise to get behind these guys. The guys that are behind us, we're on the away side as usual. The Fife fans round about us, they're going to bring a lot of noise here tonight, and they'll be encouraging their guys to increase that run, as you said, that they started on a few months ago. But the Edinburgh Capitals need to snap something very soon, and tonight could well be the night that catapults them back into the playoff contention.
As always in these kind of games, the goaltenders will play a focal point, and Kevin Regan, every time he's on Murrayfield Ice, seems to be a brick wall. Very difficult to get pucks past him. Highlighted by the fact he shut out the Edinburgh Capitals in their last visit to Fife visit to Murrayfield in a 2-0 win. These games, as I say, they're a battle between two goaltenders, and you've got two of the best in the Gardner Conference, if not the league, in Thomas Shedlovsky and Kevin Regan. Shedlovsky was criticised a couple of weeks ago by Richard Hartman, saying he's not playing his best, the D's not playing their best. After taking the game overtime, though, last Sunday against the Sheffield Steelers, Thomas Shedlovsky starting to look like the netminder he was in previous seasons.
Oh, he's a fantastic netminder. We all know what he's done. He's been here for 3-4 years now, and we know what Thomas Shedlovsky can do. I think the last few weeks he has been frustrated about some of the opportunities that his defence in front of him have let up, and he's going for those silly poke checks, and they're not coming off. And I think now that the Edinburgh Capitals defence are just playing solid defensively last weekend against the Sheffield Steelers and just doing their defensive duties, that allows Thomas to sit back there and actually be the netminder you know he can be, and make those highlight reel saves. And it's something that Thomas is a fantastic netminder, and in games like this, as Daniel Naslund, I don't know if you saw that on camera there, but Daniel Naslund decides he's going to go full length on the ice as he loses an edge. But Thomas Shedlovsky is a massive part of the Edinburgh Capitals tonight. But when you said there that Kevin Regan tends to bring his best game when he's here at Murrayfield, I think when he steps on any ice, Daniel, he's a top-class netminder. He's a guy that's going to win you games night on night, and he showed that here on Hogmanay against the Capitals, a 2-0 victory for the Fife Flyers, and some top-class saves, and it's going to be a battle between the netminders tonight.
Alan Craig will be your referee for this evening's game. Gregor Mize and Alan Ward will back him up on the lines. Fife Flyers, Edinburgh Capitals. And the line that we're expecting to start tonight for the Edinburgh Capitals: Dennis Ricks, Jade Portwood, and birthday boy Riley Emerson. We'll then look to Collins, Yarrow and Naslund. Richard Hartman playing on the third line in the place of Callan Boyd, with Jordan Steele and Sean Beattie. Jay King will start out there with Marcel Petran. For the Fife Flyers, it'll be Fulton, Fleming and Chamont, Nickerson and another. And we're underway. The Edinburgh Capitals winning the opening face-off as Petran will play it down his left side. Portwood puts on the brakes and he'll back up, send it to Petran and across for King. King looks to go through the middle here for Ricks as he stays on side. Ricks will play it behind for Portwood. Petran through traffic and into the body early for Reagan. He'll hold on. And the Edinburgh Capitals, they'll look to do that all night. Just hold on to the puck when they get it. Don't cough up any stupid chances. Nickerson and Emerson having chats at the side of the circle there. One of the heavyweight battles many people had looked forward to, and nothing has come yet. This is the last meeting between these two teams on Murrayfield ice this season. King throws one in and just wide of the target, and Reagan will get the big trapper on it again. Many people expecting to see Nicholson and Emerson go. Nothing doing yet.
But there has to be two willing incumbents, and one has not been willing all season, and unfortunately it doesn't wear the blue tonight. It's one that everybody wants to see, and as you say, the last meeting of Fife in Edinburgh here tonight at Murrayfield. Can it happen? We'll wait and see.
Portwood going to work down low on the boards as he's stood up by Nickerson, but manages to keep going there. Holding on to that puck on the half wall as he looks to play it back into the corner, but the Flyers will come free with it. Fulton knocked on for Chamont coming down the right side. Tries to play that one back. Fulton will skate it into the corner and look to set up. He'll play it in front for Fleming. Fleming draws it around Petran in front, but a poke check from Hudlovsky will keep that one going through to goal. Cross ice here for Ricks. He's going to step over the red line, dump it in, but off the legs of the Flyers defenseman Wands, as Portwood plays that one back to Flemington. Capitals looking to break out here as Flemington looks for his options. He'll skate it through the middle and play it wide for Yarrowan. Yarrowan through the middle trying to find Collins. Collins gets in on a potential 2-on-1 shot. Lays it off for Naslund, back to Yarrowan, and a big save by the glove of Kevin Regan. And the Flyers will come forward. Reba on a breakaway. Stopped by Hudlovsky by the pads. End-to-end stuff here.
What a huge save by Kevin Regan. It was well worked by the Edinburgh Capitals to drop it back into that point, into the slot there. And a fantastic save that created the chance back up the other end, and a good save by Thomas Hudlovsky once again.
Working hard to get his stick free was Barron as Milan plays it through the middle for Reba. He's going to step over the blue line, kept to the outside by Naslund. Lukasiewicz drawing in with a pass to the back post was broken up by Barron. Knocked on for Naslund. Naslund trying to take it wide around Suranyemi. Haynes will get back to this one. Hartman will put on the pressure. King keeps it in at the blue line. And Sean Beattie will have to go back to work. Turning and wiping himself out, Richard Hartman. That's not going to do his lower body injury any good as he's gingerly skating towards the bench. He'll stay on the ice, however. Beattie, misplaced pass as Schoon steps over the blue line and dumps it in. Looks to advance it around the boards, but King and Steele there battling away, trying to get that puck free. It's kept along the boards, coming away with it, the Flyers. The wraparound attempt stopped by the paddle of Hudlovsky as Hartman takes it behind the net and lays it off for Petran. D to King. He'll go up the boards there. Beattie shrugged off. Suranyemi tries to play it back against the grain, but broken up by Sean Beattie. That puck played up the boards for Stewart. Dumps it in as Yudlowski will rim it around the boards. King knocks it forward out of the zone as Nickerson has to back up to collect the puck. He'll send it across here for Muir. Stepping in was King. Flemington to Portwood. Mishandled that one, but King will play it back across for Flemington. Looking to set up the play. Sent forward here for Portwood. Portwood in behind the defence, cutting towards the goal, but couldn't get his shot away as he's taken it to the boards and a delayed penalty against the Flyers. It'll be a hooking penalty, and the Edinburgh Capitals will go. My apologies, it's Jade Portwood that's getting a holding the stick call. Offensive zone penalty. And the Flyers will head in the power play for the first time tonight.
That's a strange one because he's in front of the nets. He's the one that's playing the puck. He's got pressure from behind, and somehow Aaron Craig comes away with the Edinburgh Capitals in the penalty box for 2 minutes, and it'll be the Fife Flyers that have the power play. This is a huge opportunity for the Flyers there. A much better team on the special teams than the Edinburgh Capitals, and they'll be looking to take advantage right here.
Ogier won the draw and it was cleared by the Caps but kept in at the blue line. But Flemington getting to that one now and just managing to clear their end. The Flyers having to back up looking for the set breakout. Nickerson will play the high man. You'll look to see him standing that big frame in front of Yudlowski, but Reba will come down with speed down the right side. Behind the net with Flemington on his shoulder. Plays it back to the blue line. Dumped in behind the net. Yudlowski got it to Collins, who's just going to knock that one off the end board. And 200 feet down the ice, the Flyers having to regroup. Lukasiewicz will skate it up the left side. Starting the rush though will be Haynes. Plays this one up the board for Fulton. Rimmed it around, and Reba holding on to it in the corner on the reverse pass back to Lukasiewicz. Picked off though by Collins, who manages to clear, and a show of frustration from Lukasiewicz banging his stick against the glass. Haynes with the puck behind the net. Flyers getting a line change. Haynes will start the rush, plays it through the middle. Trying to cut in there is Fleming. Gets across the blue line and then a shot just over the bar. Naslund with the puck, knocks it forward for Yarowan. Under pressure, just going to dump it away from a stick, and Milan will pick it up and allow the Flyers to regain their thoughts with 30 seconds to go on the power play. Stewart with the puck in the corner, plays it back to the blue line. Milan can't keep it in as Yarowan will come down and put the pressure on. Quick pass straight back across the neutral zone. Fulton plays it into the attacking zone where Flemington will hold on to it. It's 5 seconds to go on the kill, and getting a touch onto that one was Barron, as the Edinburgh Capitals now are back to full strength. Portwood trying to skate hard to keep that one in the zone, but it comes back for Barron. He'll back himself up and play it for Beattie. One touch pass on for Portwood, back to Beattie again. He'll cross the blue line, looks to lay it back for Portwood. His shot through to goal, gloved and held on to by Reagan.
A well-worked penalty kill there for the Edinburgh Capitals, keeping the shots coming to the outside and clearing at any opportunity, and not really letting the Fife Flyers do what they do on that power play. And the Caps doing well and then creating a chance as soon as they're back 5-on-5. Maybe not the best of chances from Jade Portwood, but the Caps have done well to hold it at 0-0.
Face-off win by Beattie as Petran's shot went wide of the target, and then Reba trying to find himself clean through on goal, but it was taken away by Petran. Reba still with the puck. Petran all over him, but Steele will come in and clean up with that puck. Skates it through the neutral zone, chips it past Suranyemi. Stood up, but Steele keeps going. Pulls away off the half wall and plays it back down low for Suranyemi. You're just going to rim that one around. King will have to get back to it. King off the boards and up for Hartman. Hartman on for Beattie. Takes a touch and then just going to knock it into the attacking zone again. Suranyemi plays it back for Nickerson. Nickerson looking to start the rush up the ice. Lukasiewicz will skate it into the middle and play it wide for Reba. Reba crosses the blue line, takes the shot into the legs of Flemington. Regains control of the puck in the corner, lays it off for Lukasiewicz. Wheels top of the circle with Nickerson and a drive and a pad save by Yudlowski. Hartman calmly plays it to Flemington, allowing the Caps to get a line change. He'll hold on to it behind the net. Portwood looking to start the rush up the ice as he wheels round to the wing. Played forward though for Ricks. Couldn't control it. Then the Caps will keep going. Flemington looks to send it for Portwood. Icing waved off as Portwood beat his man to the puck. Played back, misplaced pass by the Flyers as Flemington plays it across for Barron. Into open ice for Portwood as that one's played off the boards. Icing waved off. Muir behind the net for Nickerson. Back, misplaced pass. Portwood to Ricks. Scores! 5-hole! Jade Portwood found Dennis Ricks in the middle. No man there. And the Capitals take a 1-0 lead.
A fantastic opportunity picked up on by the Edinburgh Capitals. Jade Portwood picking up on the slack pass behind the net, passing it in front to Dennis Ricks. And he sold the first shot well, and then he went 5-0 on Kevin Regan. It's sometimes a bit of luck that you need when you're playing against Kevin Regan, and the Edinburgh Capitals got it there.
Dennis Ricks is a player that plays 110 miles an hour. The deception of speed there. He looked as though he was just going to rifle one. Caught Regan off guard, but you got to question where the Fife Flyers were defensively, giving that much room to the Edinburgh Capitals. Dennis Ricks, as the Edinburgh Capitals take a 1-0 lead. Petran feeling in his own zone, under pressure from Lukasiewicz. He'll turn the puck over as Fulton has it. Fulton played into the boards by Petran. King holding up Lukasiewicz on the end wall as Yarowan will start the rush up the ice. Collins on for Yarowan. Plays it wide for Naslund. Puck support from Yarowan as Naslund takes across the seam. Flemington with a drive and a good pad save from Regan. Yarowan in open ice will knock this one back. Flemington will go cross ice for Barron. Barron will look to pass it up for Naslund. Misplaced pass as Milam takes it and plays it across the D zone. Gets the return pass as Milan plays it through the middle. Lukasiewicz under pressure from Barron as the Flyers look to walk along the blue line. Flemington up for Barron. Looking to come away with it. It's knocked forward for Emerson. Looking to cut through the middle but taken away by Suranyemi. And then Haynes will start this rush up the ice. Picked off by Ricks. Played off the boards and as Lukasiewicz has it on the half wall. Rebar back to Lukasiewicz, kept wide by Emerson. Lukasiewicz top of the circle, looks to the little toe drag move, pulls it into the middle and then the puck taken away from him on the drive from Auger into the body of Yadlovsky. And I'll tell you what, if there's one thing that winds you up as a coach is after every single shift Ned Lukasiewicz has banged his stick off the glass, just forget about it and play the game.
Exactly, he's a fantastic player. He's at the top end of the scoring ranks for a reason, and he needs to just put those bad plays out and don't take his frustration out. Just let himself calm down, play his own game, and it will soon come from Ned Lukasiewicz. And he just needs to play his own game, forget about the mistakes that he's making, and get back to playing hockey.
There's 5 guys wearing blue on the ice. Big hit from Marcel Petran against Gunn as the Capitals take possession of it. King plays this one up for Hartman, gets a touch onto it, but it'll go for icing. And as I was saying, there's 5 guys wearing blue jerseys out there for Ned Lukasiewicz to take his frustration out on. There's no need for it to be taken out of the plexiglass.
Oh, certainly, and in a game like this as well, in a game like a big derby where you're looking at the Edinburgh Fife derby that's been going on the longest history in Britain. It's something that you need to have something that is going to come out against the opposition.
Bobby Chamont having words with Marcel Petran after that big hit against Gunn. In the middle of it, although Toby Craig. He'll set the record straight. And then the face-off will be to the right side of Yadlovsky. Face-off win by the Flyers. It's played back to the blue line Muir. Just going to rim this one around the boards as Fulton will get to it. Played into the boards though by King. Chamont gives that puck away as Steele. Couldn't regain control of it as Petran has it here and he plays it up the boards for Hartman. Cross ice for Beattie. Down the left side, tried to find Steele in the middle but was knocked aside by Muir. Auger gets the pass from Chamont, just going to dump that one in. Getting to the puck first though was Emerson. Another drive through there knocked aside by the para Yadlovsky. Flemington Played the puck up the boards as the Flyers look to take possession of it. Steele though knocks it aside and forward for Emerson. Emerson will pressure Muir. He'll play it up the right side of the ice as the Flyers though couldn't control. Flemington skates it behind the net looking to break out. Knocks it wide for Portwood. Portwood looking for the stretch pass up for Emerson. Turnover there, but well recovered by Barron, knocking that one back for Flemington. Barron through the middle for Ricks. Gets a touch on it but couldn't control it. As that one's played for Milan. Crosses the blue line but knocked aside by Barron. Scrappy game here in the last 5 minutes or so. As Barron just going to back up and look for an option out of the zone for the Capitals. He finds it through Emerson. Just going to knock that one on for Ricks. 2-on-1 chance. Ricks in and knocked aside by Milan. Good defensive play laying down the stick. And then Reber comes back the other way. Skates it along the blue line. Takes it wide around Barron. And then blows a tie up as Ricks will start the play up the other side going down the right side. Winds up in a drive and a good save by Reagan. And Suraniemi will be all over Ricks, putting the pressure on him. Collins looks to shrug off the pressure from Stewart. Finds Ricks in that spot that he likes, and he just sent it wide of the target as Yarowan hustles back and plays it across for King. Through the middle here, Collins with a touch just over the red line. Reagan will settle it down behind the net for the Flyers. 8 minutes to go in the first period. Edinburgh Capitals leading by a 1-0. That one played off the boards. It'll go for icing. No, it won't, as Hirdlovsky came out to play it, and then blowing a tire there was Stewart. Gunn just looks to play it back in. Coming across to the cover was King. Played forward Yarowan to King. He'll look to go cross ice here for Petran in his own zone. Petran looks to start the offensive rush up the ice. Hartman just going to dump that one in. Is Naslin going to give chase? Suraniemi around there for Auger. Picked off by Beattie. Weaving around the Flyers defence and then taken down, and no penalty. Rushing up the ice here is Haynes. Kept to the outside by Petran. Flemington will take the hit but protects that puck along the boards. This one played free for Beattie. Tries to draw it around Nickerson. And a delayed offside call against the Flyers with 6:56 to go in the first.
Well, it's been an end-to-end game in the last few minutes. Chances coming at either end. The Edinburgh Capitals obviously taking that lead and then just looking just to solidify that and keep that lead going into the end of the first period. 6:56 to go in the first, and the Edinburgh Capitals are currently looking good for their lead. Thomas Hirdlovsky is doing his job behind the Capitals defence, but the defence of the Capitals not allowing many good opportunities for the Flyers at this moment in time.
Flemington plays this on the reverse around the boards up for Emerson. Kept in at the blue line by Muir, and his shot well wide of the target. Shimon looking to pull away from Ricks as he takes it behind the net. Plays it back to the blue line. Muir down low to no man as Flemington looks to get to this puck. Kept in though as that puck went off the helmet of Hirdlovsky. And a shot there between the circles for the Flyers, and the Edinburgh Capitals, they can't give those chances to the Flyers, especially a guy of the quality of scorer of Bobby Shimon. He's going to convert on them more times than not. Oh,
absolutely. I mean, it's another chance where you're leaving a guy of the quality of Bobby Shimon on. It was so much room to shoot, but a guy like Thomas Hirdlovsky, when he's on his night, he's going to save it with absolutely everything that he's got. And that Pirates of the Caribbean helmet did its job here tonight.
There was a question on a fan on the supporters club asked Thomas on Twitter the other night there, do you like making saves with your head? He says no, but I will if I really need to. Big hit there from Emerson. Nickerson comes across to talk to him, but nothing doing there. Petran steps in and takes away that chance. Will step in and just hammer one over the red line. Muir. Nickerson came across looking as though he wanted to go there. Emerson the one denying that time. Collins took a hit by Nickerson. Petran having to get back to the cover. Collins finds Portwood as he steps in, and Muir taking the hit. And the two of them will come together. And then the Flyers will look to come forward. Nickerson coming in with a shot. Game's heating up here. Muir steps in, picks off the pass from King. Muir gets it to Stewart. Takes it around Yadlovsky and a penalty upcoming. The Flyers though still with possession. Milam fakes the shot, winds up now in a drive over the crossbar. Batted in, taken away by Yadlovsky. Thomas Yadlovsky will receive 2 minutes for tripping. And the Fife Flyers will go on the power play again.
We've found ourselves a derby game. It's this is exactly what this game needs. The Edinburgh both sides playing extremely well. Jay King will be the one that sits on the bench. Thomas Irovsky with a penalty, but a bad coaching move to send one of only 4 defensemen into your penalty box. It would be a forward that would be sitting for me.
That's why Richard Hartman's a coach and you aren't. 5 minutes, 3 seconds to go. 5-on-4 power play for the Fife Flyers as Flemington pulls it behind the net and fires it down the ice. Flyers having to get back and set up. I gotta feel the high intensity game though, that suits the Fife Flyers. They're a team that plays on adrenaline, and the Edinburgh Capitals who like to stifle hockey games. Maybe it doesn't quite work their way. It'll open up seams going in both directions, however. But for me, that suits the Fife Flyers game.
Well, listen, it's going to suit the Fife Flyers game, but if the Edinburgh Capitals are playing a penalty kill like they are tonight, and they can just waste 2 minutes every now and again, well, you're not want to be on the penalty kill that often, but the penalty kill's working at this moment in time, and the Edinburgh Capitals will take the momentum if they can take this 2 minutes without any goals coming.
Kept in at the blue line, a tip in front and getting a stick to it was Flemington. As that one went perilously close to goal. Fulton, top of the circle, plays it down low for Auger. He'll walk it up top, sends it to Milam and across for Chamont. Chamont back for Milam, he's got a cannon but his shot was blocked. Chance in front, puck still loose as it was batted aside by Barron, who will clean up there under pressure, but picking it up was Ricks and then clearing it 200 feet with 35 seconds to go in the kill. Picking up behind the net is Haynes, he'll leave it for Lukasiewicz, sends it wide for Reba. Committing to that one was Yarowan. 3-on-2 chance down the ice, but good hustle from Portwood to get back. Played up top for Haynes. Haynes back down low. Now it'll be Fulton with the puck on the half wall. Plays it to Haynes. Walks the blue line and then sends it back. Thrown in, blocked by Yarowan and then cleared. As the Edinburgh Capitals kill their second penalty of the game, they're back to full strength. King will head to the penalty box. Barron will head onto the ice. Naslund looking to shut down Lukasiewicz. Draws it to the inside, the pass between the legs. Nickerson's shot was blocked by Naslund and then cleared by the Caps. Haynes will get to it. Played up the boards and then takes the hit from Collins. Naslund will pick it off in the middle and plays it back for Flemington. 2.5 minutes to go in the first period. Naslund through the middle here for Yarowan. Laid it back for Collins and then picked off by Stewart. Barron cleaning up and sending it across for Flemington. He'll back up and play it across for Barron. Behind the net for Flemington once again. Barron plays it up the boards for Yarowan, but it'll go for icing. And there'll be another offensive zone face-off for the Flyers with 2 minutes 12 seconds to go in the first.
Well, the way this game's going at this moment in time, I think Richard Hartman will be the happier of the coaches if it goes in tied. It goes in at 1-0. Obviously, Todd Duty will be happier if this is tied, and they've got the opportunity in this last just over 2 minutes. And to be honest, I would think that it might be deserved to be a tie at this moment in time. Thomas Irovsky doing well, but the Caps are good for the lead at the moment.
Flyers are looking to cut into that lead or eliminate the lead for the Edinburgh Capitals if they can get a goal here before the period's out, and the shot was blocked before it got through to Yadlovsky. That one played around though. Portwood will get it, plays it back for Flemington and behind for Barron. Puts on the brakes as he looks to start the play up the ice, plays it back though for Flemington. Portwood back to Flemington and across for Barron. Looking to open up holes in the Flyers' defences, but it was picked off there by Wands. Coming across the line is Fulton. taken away though. Shot from the tight angle. Puck still bouncing around loose in front, and Flemington knocks it forward for Portwood. Emerson tried to find Ricks, he couldn't get it there. Fulton played back. Chamont in the corner looking for a pass, he'll throw it in front of goal. Strange choice of shot there from Chamont as that puck bounces up and over the goal. Fulton takes a bit of rough treatment from Portwood as they'll battle on the end wall. Played forward here, Emerson, just a little too far in front of him. Lukasiewicz back in a drive, absorbed well by Hedlowski with a lot of traffic in front of him.
Well, the Edinburgh Capitals D there, skating off the ice, talking to the forwards, looking for some support from the forwards. Defending as 5 defenders in a unit. The Edinburgh Capitals defence can only do so much, and the shots raining in on Thomas Hedlowski in the last minute and a half or so, and 49.4 seconds to go in the period. The Fife Flyers will look to keep that pressure on.
King to Petran and then advanced around for Yaron, who clears it down the ice and the icing waved off. Collins with speed trying to get across to that one. Lukasiewicz doesn't look and gives it straight away to Yaron. Petran plays it behind the net for Naslund. Up the boards, Yaron knocks it off the boards again as icing's waved off. Lukasiewicz picked off by Collins. Collins gets it back. Oh, and he tried the backhand move and it was denied by the right pad of Reagan. But a good play from the Edinburgh Capitals, opening up the Fife Flyers defenseman as this period will wind to an end. Collins couldn't get it there. Diving to save it was Yaron. And the first period of play will come to an end. A good one from the Edinburgh Capitals standpoint. The Fife Flyers just not quite clicking at the end of the first period of play. Capitals lead by 1-0. Back for the second period of play here at Murrayfield Ice Rink. Rapid Solicitors Elite League action. Gardner Conference action. Flyers and Capitals. A battle of the fourth. The Edinburgh Capitals have the advantage after one period of play. They're up by 1-0. Dennis Ricks with good patience in front of the Fife Flyers goal to give the Caps a lead. The Fife Flyers, though, they pushed back hard, but nothing doing as Tommy Shedlovsky stood his ground.
He certainly did, and the Edinburgh Capitals outshot the Flyers 11 shots to 8 in that first period. But in the end, a lot of the shots in the last 5 minutes of the game, the last 5 minutes of the period, sorry, not the game, it's not been that quick. The Flyers had a lot more of the possession. Richard Hartman jumping up onto that line with Ricks and Portwood's. That line would normally be, would it be Emerson?
Well, Richard out there to start the game, they head straight to the bench for Riley Emerson, who gets the puck. They want a too many men call, he won't get it, as Portwood has to battle there. Haynes tries to play it off the boards, kept in though by Ricks, who manages to knock it into the corner for Portwood, taken away though by Nickerson. Nickerson plays it against the grain and gives it to Haynes. Steps in, Fleming to Haynes, played in front and cleared away by King.
Well, the Fife Flyers just trying to get on the upper hand straight away with a shot on Thomas Iarlovsky, and they'll be the ones that are coming out hard and trying to get the momentum early in the second period.
Nickerson will back up, he's got Haynes, but he'll play it down the right side to Chamont, who's just going to knock it into the zone. Petran off the boards, but jumping in there on the play was Reba. Wheels along the top of the circle, save made, rebound for Fleming, couldn't connect. And then Ricks will clear it only as far as ones at the red line. Chipped in by the Flyers as that one goes out of play, and the face-off will come just outside the zone.
Daniel, being a coach yourself, I'm hoping you can maybe explain what the first shift was all about. Richard Hartman taking up the right wing spot for the opening face-off of the second period, and then straight to the bench for Riley Emerson. What's the thinking behind that?
I don't think Riley Emerson was actually ready to jump on the ice. I don't know if he had a skate issue, but the Edinburgh Capitals don't want to get a delayed game penalty by not having somebody on the ice. So Richard Hartman jumped out there, saw that Emerson was ready straight off the bat, and managed to get a change. Nasland loses out on the puck to Lukasiewicz. Lays it off for Wans, who's got yards of space in this shot. And the deflection by Auger goes up and out of play. And the face-off will come outside the zone again.
First minute and a half, it's been all Fife Flyers at this moment in time. They're the ones, as I say, are looking to jump on it and just try and take advantage of the momentum that they built at the end of the first period, sorry. And they'll just be looking to get a goal very, very quickly, tie this game back up again. Taking advantage of the momentum that they got. Sorry, Alan Craig coming across there and telling a fan to turn the flash off their camera. Must just be distracting him, but it's also dangerous to have a flash when you're moving at that kind of speed.
Barron gets it to Nasland. He'll go cross ice for Collins. Coming up the right side of the ice. Puts on the brakes, top of the circle, and plays it down low for Yarrowan. Yarrowan behind the net. Played it back behind the net, but Milam will pick that one off. Puts on the brakes. Maybe a little too quickly for himself, but gets the puck to Wands. Back to Milam. Played up the right side for Stewart. Cross ice pass for Lukasiewicz. Draws it into the middle, giving it back to Stewart. Down low, plays it behind the net. Stewart to Lukasiewicz on the half wall, but taken away by Barron. And Barron will start this play up the ice. Draws it into the middle. Couldn't get the puck to settle on his stick there. And he'll just dump it back in, allowing the Caps to get a change. Reba back behind for Suranyemi to Lukasiewicz. Lukasiewicz turns back on the play and played up the wall. Petran jumping in here. Drawn away from Stewart. Hartman takes the shot, blocked before it got through. And he's going to have to go back to work as that one's played up off the boards. King Managed to stand strong there, cross-ice pass for Petran. Through the middle here, Beattie to Hartman, back to Beattie. Shot from the tight angle was blocked by Reagan. King with a shot through the slot. And Steele tried to get a stick on it to deflect it. Couldn't get it there. Stewart crosses the blue line, puts on the brakes. Top of the circle, thrown towards goal and gloved by Jedlowski.
Back up the opposite end is at the moment. A good move by Jay King to try and just throw that one in front. Looking for that tip in front from Jordan Steele. Fortunately, just evaded Steele's stick. But a good smart move by Jay King just to throw it to the danger zone. It's something that, with the increased minutes that he's had over the last few weeks, that intelligence of knowing where your teammates are going to be, it's a good smart hockey move by Jay King.
That played off the boards, but hit a stanchion. The Flyers still with possession. Took a bit of lumber there with Stewart off Flemington. Stewart will continue to wheel with this puck. Top of the circle, shot, save, rebound, knocked aside by Jedlowski. With Scoot on the doorstep, another drive there, knocked aside by Flemington. Muir played back in deep, but picked off by Barron. He'll go cross ice. Portwood on for Ricks. Gets it to Portwood, drop pass for Ricks. Takes the shot from out wide and it was over the bar. Barron played across the blue line. Petran keeps it in. Played back down low. Barron pinching in. Will skate this one into the corner. Still under pressure. It comes back to the blue line though. Petran backs up. Looks for his passing option. Gunn put the pressure on him. Emerson gets it to Portwood. Crosses the blue line. Draws it around to his right. Cutting it towards the net. Good save made by Reagan. And then Naslund gets across to it. Back to the blue line, Petran. And down low for Portwood. Top for Naslund. Couldn't control it, so King plays it back for Petran. Through the middle, trying to find Collins. Collins in with a shot and a glove save. Penalty upcoming against the Flyers. A hooking penalty. The Edinburgh Capitals will go on the first power play of the night for them. 15-12 to go in the first period. Nickerson will take a seat.
Wow, very lucky to get that penalty at all, because it looked like Greg Collins strayed offside as he went into the zone. It came off the Flyers defenseman and it looked like it just held it up enough to allow Collins to go in offside, but they're going to have to take the advantage of a missed call by the linesman, and well, as you say, Nickerson sits for two and the Capitals on the power play.
Naslund tossed from the face-off circle. Yaron comes in, but the Flyers win it, and then can't clear the zone as it's the battle down low. Now they do, and they clear it 200 feet. The Edinburgh Capitals power play have been very poor over the last number of weeks. Although for them, there's no better time to get it working than right now. Trying to look to double their lead. Yarlin with a puck in the corner, played back to Barron. Across the blue line for Petran. Petran throws it across here, down low for Naslund. He's battling away with Haynes. Gets it to Emerson, back for Barron. He'll walk along the blue line and play it back to Yarlin. Down low for Naslund. Yarlin on the half wall. Blue has his options, plays it back for Petran. His shot, save made, bouncing around in the crease, but taken away by Milam. Petran with another drive, save made, rebound, Yarlin got the pass from Emerson and it was saved by Reagan. Still with the puck, the Capitals. Petran another drive, save, rebound just wide of the post. Yarlin back to Petran again, across for Barron. Barron holds on to this one, plays it for Petran. Winds up in his drive, deflected up and out of play. Took a deflection, and that's better power play from the Edinburgh Capitals.
Shots on goal from the Edinburgh Capitals in the power play there. Riley Emerson camping himself in front and picking up those rebounds and giving himself a few opportunities. It's just not falling for the stick of Riley Emerson at this moment in time, but Bam Bam Petran, wow, what a shot. I mean, knew it was there, but it's given Kevin Reagan some big test tonight.
Face-off win by Ricks. Collins plays it back to Petran, still out there in the power play. Collins down low, faked it, got it to Petran, they stay on side. Flemington down for Portwood, picked off though by Milam. Kept in at the blue line by Flemington. Advanced around though, but taken away by Milan. Looking to start it down the ice. Penalty upcoming against the Flyers. And a high sticking call, 5-on-3 for 10 seconds.
That just looked like the two players got tangled up again. Lifted his stick and has taken Dennis Ricks' helmet off, but the Capitals once again, I'll take advantage of this. 5-on-3, as you say, for 10 seconds. The way the Edinburgh Capitals power play has been working, they've got to take advantage and double this lead.
Face off to the left side of Kevin Regan. Ricks will face off and win it, but wins it straight back and a straight out of play. Flyers will be back to full strength. Right now, 5-on-4. Collins tries to go across for Ricks. Getting to the puck was Haynes and clears it down the ice. Capitals have to regroup. Flemington picks up the puck here as they look to come forward. Plays it for Petran. Petran just going to rim this one hard around. Nickerson will get to it first. Kept in though by Portwood. They're battling away there. It comes around for Haynes. In the corner, looking to play it back to the blue line. Good pinch though by Flemington. 3-on-2 up the ice. Taken away though by Collins, who will maintain offensive zone pressure. Great effort there from Greg Collins. Nickerson played off the boards and forward here for Fulton. Fleming will come forward. Fulton plays it behind the net. Fleming with the puck looks to advance it in front for Fulton. Fleming with a chance at the doorstep. Taken away. Chance there. Save made. The rebound attempt set wide. And then Flemington comes diving in. Fulton going after Flemington. And there'll be some hugging behind the net. Toby Craig looking to see what's happening. Flemington will head to the box, as will one of the Flyers players.
Scrum behind the nets created by an opportunity in front. Riley Emerson having a word with Craig, but Kyle Flemington will sit for two, and so will Fulton sit for two as well. 2 minutes roughing for Kyle Flemington. Delay game call on Fulton. Evens it up anyway. I'm going to come away from this situation just for a second, Daniel, and ask you a technical question. Back at the other end, the penalty, the high sticking call against Dennis Ricks forced his helmet off. My understanding, obviously, he has to leave the ice. Does he then have to miss a shift? I know in American football that if your helmet comes off, you have to miss a shift. Is that the case in hockey?
No, it's not. I believe you only need to miss a shift if the whistle was blown for an injury, or if you stop by staying down on the ice. It will remain 5-on-4 here. The delay game penalty and the roughing penalty cancelling each other out. It'll be will it? Nobody seems to quite know what's happening here. Yeah, Emerson will come back onto the ice. 5-on-4. Power play time for 47 seconds for the Caps. Anyway, short answer, no, you don't need to go off the ice and miss the shift.
Thank you.
Petran with the puck off the face-off, gets it to Barron. As the Capitals look to break out. Barron will skate it through the neutral zone. Steps over the red line and offside will be called.
Well, going back to the penalties that have just been called, well, it's a bad time to take coincidentals for a guy like Kyle Flemington, because the way this game's been going, it's been non-stop, and there hasn't been many stoppages in plays. And if Kyle Flemington ends up not having to be able to get back on after his 2 minutes are up, the Caps are again down to 3 defensemen.
Barron will pick this puck up behind the net, looking to start the rush up the ice. Plays it wide for Petran. On for Naslund, just going to knock it back in deep as Petran getting down to that puck. Stick lift there by Haynes. Emerson coming in. Puck comes back to Barron. He'll play it across for Naslund. Naslin walks it down low and back to the blue line for Barron. Barron, back door for Yarrowan, but taken away by the pad of Reagan. And now we're back to 5-on-5 hockey. Petran kept in at the blue line. Now the Flyers will come forward. Suranyemi down the left side of the ice. Kept wide, finds the man in the slot with Stewart. Played into the middle there, but Petran took it away calmly, and Emerson will start the rush up the ice. Just going to dump that one in. Lukasiewicz picks it up, tries to go cross ice here for Fleming. Knocked off the boards and in deep. Barron advances it around the boards and up for Collins. Collins will skate it into neutral ice and lay it off for Ricks. Sends it down and the puck wouldn't settle for Collins as he played it in on the backhand, trying to catch Reagan moving from post to post. Lukasiewicz picks it up on the right side of the ice. He'll go cross ice, trying to find Chamont. Icing was waved off. Hedlowski plays it straight into Chamont. Ricks with the puck taken away from him by Lukasiewicz, with Chamont alone in front. Denied, the puck still bouncing loose and taken away by Ricks. Nickerson kept it in. Ricks advances it forward for Portwood. On the backhand to Ricks. Controlled it well with his skate, but taken away by Fleming. Just over half this game played. Nickerson fanned on the initial clearing attempt to Hartman. Save made, puck still loose, bodies lying on top of it. Barron comes away with the puck, tries to throw it towards goal. Steele to Barron, with Portwood camped out in front of the net, taking punishment from Nickerson. Played back down low. Nickerson with the puck, played up the boards, kept in by King. Shot blocked there. And then Emerson comes steaming in to try and keep that puck in. Good play though from Hartman, breaking up the play. And the Flyers get a touch on it, knocking it back down low.
Wow, this is a fantastic game of ice hockey. End-to-end stuff. The Caps having chances. And here's another one.
Yarrowan steps over the blue line. His drive with Reagan covering. And this has got the feeling of a fourth derby.
It certainly has. It was this morning across the fourth. There was an eerie hour weather-wise. I'm sure some of the Fife Flyers fans experienced it as they were coming across the fourth. That hour's been lifted and the mist has been lifted, and we've got some game of hockey here tonight. The Edinburgh Capitals leading by 1-0.
Face-off win by the Caps. Barron will walk along the blue line, just tries to throw it in towards goal, and then held on to by Reagan.
The Fife Flyers taking the early advantage in the first 10 minutes of this second period, but in the last couple of minutes or so, the Edinburgh Capitals getting right back into it when it was back to 5-on-5 hockey. They've camped themselves in the Flyers zone and creating chances, and it's something that the Edinburgh Capitals haven't been doing the last few weeks, is creating chances, and they just need to take some at this moment in time.
Coming forward here, the Flyers. Auger plays it off the boards and in deep. Flemington leaves the puck for Yarrowan, who will head up the ice, sends it for Barron. Barron to Collins, steps across the blue line, but the puck taken off him by Wands. Kept in though by the Caps, and now the Flyers will come forward. Auger, as Barron got a stick to it, knocking that puck free, and then Hedlowski will put the trapper on it and cover.
Well, as we said, it's a typical derby game here tonight, and some of the big hits that have been going in have been big but fair, and a lot of fans appreciating that round about us, and we can only hope for another at least 28 and a half minutes of exactly the same.
Face off to the left side of Thomas Hedlowski, and it's a face off win by the Flyers as Chamont plays it back for Suranyemi. Shot through traffic, and they get in the blocker on it with Hedlowski. Chamont cutting in, he scores! With all the space in the world coming out the corner, Bobby Chamont ties the game.
Oh, a fantastic goal by Bobby Chamont. Edinburgh Capitals defence just giving him far too much room to come into that zone and place it in the bottom corner, and I think it was a case of Thomas Hedlowski tried to go post to post, but Bobby Chamont stick handling to get that to that back post and pop it in. A cracking goal, and it's got the fans behind us on their feet.
You're the Edinburgh Capitals. It's suicidal giving that much space to a guy coming out of the corner. And they pay the price for it as the scoreline now reads 1-1. And then straight off the draw again, Fulton coming forward. Drop pass for Chamont, another drive through the crease. Oh, getting across to Hidlovsky! And he managed to deny him there.
Thomas Hydlovsky complaining that he's been interfered with. There was a guy clearly in the crease. Whether he was losing his balance or not, he's still in the crease, he's still being interfered with. Don't call the penalty, call the fact that he's in the crease. But nonetheless, it's produced one of the best saves of the season so far, not just from Thomas Hydlovsky, but from any netminder in the league.
Face off to the right side. There's a face-off win by Dennis Ritz. Barron plays it behind the net for Flemington. Portwood tries to go cross ice, icing waved off. Reagan coming out to play it. He rims it around the boards and the Flyers look to come forward again. That puck knocked across, icing waved off. Fulton to that puck as Toby Craig gets in the way, and then Emerson coming forward plays it off the board. Suranyemi knocks it on here for Chamont. He'll go across for Fleming. Driving the middle is Haynes. Gets it back for Fulton, and a penalty upcoming. A slashing penalty. And it's against the Fife Flyers. Edinburgh Capitals will head to the power play.
Oh, honestly, I didn't see that one. It's going to be the slashing penalty on Haynes. And he'll sit for two, and the Edinburgh Capitals will look to try and stem the tide, because that was a huge period of pressure from the Fife Flyers, resulting in the goal that they got a wee while ago, and then the big shot and a great save by Thomas Hydlovsky. The Edinburgh Capitals, I'll be looking at the score in these 2 minutes, but if not, just to keep it up this zone and allow themselves a chance.
Barron plays it to Yarrowan, and his misplaced pass, but he gets it back, and back to Barron. Yarrowan into the middle for Emerson, but knocked away by the Flyers. Stewart gets his feet moving. Petran holding on to it behind the net, looking to start the play up the ice. Petran wide for Barron. Barron steps over the blue line and plays it back to no one. And Petran gets it to Nasland. Played back for Yarrowan and across for Barron. Barron to Nasland. Crosses that blue line there. Tries to cut in towards goal. Emerson's shot was blocked by Milam. Nasland needs to get across to it. Stewart battling away there as that puck's played back in deep. Yarrowan plays it to Nasland, but the bouncing puck wouldn't settle. Milam tries to play it behind the net, but Yarrowan coming out the corner trying to shoot far side. Barron gets the puck here, skates it down to the hash marks, tries to play it in front for Yarrowan, and that one just wide of the target, and the Flyers clear.
Rennie Yarrowan there, that's an opportunity 2 seasons ago. Rennie Yarrowan buries, and the Edinburgh Capitals are 2-0 up. But just the way the fortunes of, 2-1 up, the fortunes of the Edinburgh Capitals this season, it just goes wide, and the Capitals need to regroup once again.
Nickerson battling with Portwood and Collins. Collins looks to come away with it, but the Flyers have possession. Collins down low for Portwood. Pressured by Suranyemi. Played behind here. Collins and Fleming on the wall. Portwood gets it. Stands his man up. Played back to the blue line. Petran settles it down and drive, and a save made by the toe of Reagan. Collins shoots it through and into the body of Reagan as the Flyers now back to full strength. 5:20 to go in the period. We're skating at a 1-1 tie.
Well, that shot there was saved what looked like easily by Kevin Reagan, but trust me, I don't know if you saw a good close-up of that, but that one trickled up the sleeve and just landed just on his elbow pad. A good save by Kevin Reagan. And you've got to make them at this time of the game. The Edinburgh Capitals pressing at this moment.
Portwood takes it behind the net, puts the brakes on in Gretzky's office, looks to make the outlet pass in front. It's kept in at the blue line by Barron. He'll try to skate it past Milam, looking to shrug off the pressure. Milam still putting the pressure on him, but Portwood trying to cut in here as he's played into the boards. Still with the puck though, Portwood trying to play it in front for Flemington. Barron getting back to it. Barron heads up the ice. In alone, in front of the net, and it's saved there. 2-on-1 chance for the Flyers up the ice. To Lukasiewicz, delayed too much and held on to by Hierlowski. Big chance for Ned Lukasiewicz, and had he got the shot off in the first attempt, it would have been a goal. But with 4:28 to go here in the second period, we're still tied at 1-1. Face off to the right side of Thomas Hierlowski. It'll be Stewart against Steele. It'll be a face-off win by Stewart as Haynes looks to jump in, deflecting around in Thomas Hierlowski's blue paint, and then Hartman gets his feet moving, heading up the ice 2 against 1. Hartman draws it on the backhand and sent wide of the target. Hartman still with the puck, lays it off King, just going to feather that one into the corner. Beattie holding on to that puck as he looked to try and create something off the wall. Continues to battle there. Jay King gets it to Beattie, and his shot off the stick of Stewart and up and out of play. Apologies for any loose camera work you've been receiving right now. Face off to the right side of Reagan's net. This one played behind. Nickerson to Suraniemi. Looking to advance it forward here, picked off by Collins. Advancing the puck forward though is Fleming. Gets the return pass on the back door! Denied by the pad of Hierlowski again. Battle there, but Yaron will come away with it. Plays it to Petran. Forward for Naslund. Driving to the net was Petran, getting it to Collins. Yarrow on the backhand, score! Rennie Yarrow in at the post. Sneaks it by the pad of Reagan, and the Caps lead 2-1.
A fantastic goal there by Rennie Yarrow, that's the kind of goal that Rennie Yarrow scores any season here at the Edinburgh Capitals at Murrayfield. Stemmed the tide at one end, back up the other end, and Edinburgh Capitals are back 2-1 ahead.
Exactly the response Richard Hartman would have wanted, and it started with his line driving up the ice. It was him himself driving up the ice with the puck. Face off at centre ice here, Ricks against Auger. .3:17 to go in the second period. Flemington gets it to Portwood. Wands with a puck, played through the middle, Lukasiewicz draws it wide around Barron. Lukasiewicz still going to the net, finds Auger, but Ricks was there to deny him, and then he's got to chase down the loose puck as Wands gets back to it. Wands to his defence partner, Milam with a spinorama move, gets it to Lukasiewicz, picked off though by Barron, who plays this one back to Flemington. Portwood couldn't control that one as it goes down the ice, and icing is called. And the Edinburgh Capitals won't be allowed to change. Naslund will head back to the bench. 2:39 to go. Offensive zone face-off for the Flyers. Ricks will be tossed from the circle. Emerson will come in to take the drop against Danny Stewart. Emerson wins it back. Barron behind the net for Flemington. Portwood back to Flemington. Tries to go through the middle for Emerson. Picked off Wands. will skate this one into the attacking zone. Tries to take the shot through to goal. It was blocked before it got through. Battle in the bottom corner here as Barron goes cross ice for Portwood. Portwood gets that puck knocked away from his stick. Knocked forward for Ricks. And icing will be called once again. Caps still not able to get a change. Face off to the left side of Hudlowski. Ricks will come in and face off against Fleming. Fleming will be tossed from the circle. Chamont against Rick. Chamont wins it back. Muir turns, takes the shot, but through traffic it deflected wide. Another shot there, getting a touch on it was Hudlowski with men in his crease. Still with the puck here, tried it on the tight angle, and Hudlowski manages to cover, and the Caps will manage to get a change. 1 minute 50 to go in the period. 2-1 the Caps leading. Nasland against Fleming. Left side of Hudlowski. It's a face-off win by the Flyers. Comes back for Muir. Played around the boards. Fulton looking to pull it out of the corner. Has time and space. Throws that one towards goal and then through the crease. But not through to goal as Petran plays it to Nasland. Crosses the blue line. Bouncing puck battered out of mid-air by Chamont. Collins tries to play that one into the backhand. This one played up the boards. Fulton. Having to get back to it was King. Lays it off for Petran. Yaron with a touch. Having to chase it was Haynes. Behind the net, Yaron putting pressure on him. Muir. The Flyers getting in each other's way as this one's played across for Haynes. He's played into the boards by Emerson, then King looks to play it forward, but it comes back to Petran. Through the middle, Portwood with a touch. Reagan looks to get the quick turnaround as he plays it forward for Rebert. Played up the right side to Ogie, getting a touch onto that one. Icing waved off. King will just hammer that one around the boards and up for Emerson. Emerson to Ricks, crosses the blue line, winds up in a drive and a save made by the glove hand of Reagan. Emerson gets it back to the blue line. Flemington down low. Portwood tried the little one-touch pass out in front. It was taken away by Milam. As the period's winding down, a last chance rush up the ice for the Flyers. But Flemington plays it off the boards and then Portwood has to get up to the puck. Suranyemi plays Portwood into the boards. Portwood looking to break free. The Flyers coming down the ice. Fakes the shot and the buzzer will go to end the second period. 1-1 scoreline in that second period. The Edinburgh Capitals leading at the end of 2 by a scoreline of 2-1. Back inside Murrayfield for the third and potentially final period, unless this game requires extra time. Fife Flyers, Edinburgh Capitals, Caps leading by 2-1. 40 minutes being played. I'm Daniel Ferguson bringing you all the play-by-play action. And Callum, this has been a pretty good derby game so far.
It certainly has been. I was speaking to a Flyers fan, Sean Beattie's granddad actually, at the end of the second period, and he said it hasn't been a good hockey game, but it's been a good derby game.
Sean Beattie's granddad or Flyers fan? You can't be both, surely.
Listen, he was talking as a Flyers fan. Trust me. As much as he likes to see his grandson on a winning side, not tonight. Not when the two of them were on the same ice pad. But he was saying it's not been a classic ice hockey game, but a classic ice hockey game tends to lead to a good derby game. It's not something that has been lighting the lamp. It's 2-1 to the Caps, and it's something that both teams are standing their ground. They're playing solid defensively, except for the Edinburgh Capitals partnering like the Red Sea to allow, was it Bobby Chamont? I think it was Bobby Chamont for the Flyers goal. But we're in for a cracking 20 minutes of hockey, guaranteed.
Fleming against Ricks. We apologise for the break-up in the webcast before the end of that second period. We hope that we have no more technical difficulties for the rest of the evening. Petran behind the net for the Flyers. For the Capitals, however, sorry. Getting a touch on that one was Portwood, and to beat out the icing as Haynes picks up behind the net. Played around the boards as the Flyers look to break forward. Fulton plays it off the boards past Petran and goes to work down low. Chamont for the wraparound attempt, but getting a blocker to it was Yudlowski. Milam played it back into the corner for Fulton. Behind the net for Chamont. Into the middle there, and a spinorama move by Milam. Battered aside by the pad of Yudlowski. Petran rims this one hard around the boards. Portwood battling away to try and get that puck, but Milam comes away with it. Milam crosses the blue line, but offside is called.
Now, Daniel, he's not here tonight. Derek Pecker-Riley, our normal colleague in the stands here. But I'm going to attempt to be him tonight. The next goal is huge. It's
maybe a little too early for the next goal to be game on or game over, but it will go a long way in determining which team gets the 2 points tonight. Collins plays this one up the side of the ice, but the Flyers have it. Milam played back and gets the return pass. Looking to advance it forward as Auger looks to pressure Flemington. He'll just calmly play this one in the backhand around behind the net. Flemington rims this one hard around, kept in at the blue line by Milam, and then Naslund will bring it forward. Auger with Lukasiewicz going down low, plays it in front, but Reber can't get his stick to it, and then Barron will head back up the ice. Auger turns and makes a no-look pass, only goes as far as Flemington. Muir across to Haynes. Haynes to Reber, coming up the right side, looks to draw it around Naslund. Takes it to the outside and then backs up in the corner. Play to the blue line for Muir. Back for Reber. Schoon to Stewart. Stewart back to Muir. Played in deep for Schoon. But here Flemington will get to that puck first. Played into the boards by Schoon as they'll battle away with it. Hartman manages to make that puck cross the blue line. Caps with a quick change here as that one's rimmed hard around. Petran tries to advance it up the boards. It's played back in though for Barron. Up for Hartman. It'll be Steele. Just going to back up again. Plays it to Barron. Puck possession hockey. The name of the game for the Caps is Petran. Plays it for Beattie. Looks to come away with it, and he does. Steele just going to back up under pressure. Beattie knocks it into the zone for Steele to give chase. Haynes under pressure from Steele. He'll try to protect it on the boards, gets it to Beattie, back to the corner for Steele, but Haynes will come away with it. Haynes takes it out the left side of the net and then plays it to Gunn. Gunn will step across the red line and dump that one in. Yadlovsky leaves that one behind the net for Petran. Nothing doing so far in the opening three minutes or so in this period. Petran looking for the stretch pass for Emerson. Emerson chasing this one down, plays it behind the net for Ricks. Cutting in down low, Portwood. He'll get the puck as he's pressured by Fleming. Portwood looks to keep that puck moving and on the end ball. But the Flyers knock it forward for Chamont. Through the middle, Fulton stood up by Barron. And then Flemington getting to the puck. Flyers wanting a penalty, nothing called. Chamont tries to play it in front, but Flemington got a skate to it to stop it from getting through to the crease. Chamont shot through traffic wide of the goal. Battling away at the side of the net, but Fleming takes a bit of a stick from Barron. And then Emerson, as they'll battle away in the half wall, but the Caps will come forward with it now. Portwood to Ricks. Ricks will cut in. Passes to Portwood, fakes, takes a shot and scores! Low to the glove side, Jade Portwood doubles the Caps lead at 3-1.
Once again, another fake shot. This time coming from Jade Portwood, and a great shot to the left-hand side of Kevin Regan. The fans are on their feet at the home side, and well, it was just a bad move by the Flyers that broke down, and the Capitals broke up 3-on-1. Greg Collins just stayed back, and well, you always thought tee it up for that big shot from Jade Portwood, but he's done well to fake Kevin Regan once again, and the Capitals are up by 3-1. 15.5 minutes to play.
As I said, it's not game on or game over, but it's may go a long way into deciding this game. Flyers, though, need an answer, and they need it probably before the 10-minute mark. Good stick from Naslund, breaks up that attack from the Flyers and then stands his man up at the blue line. Auger gets it down low for Lukasiewicz, but lost the puck at his feet. Reba with a chance. Up and over the bar and out of play.
It's a huge couple of shifts for the Fife Flyers. They need to get right back into this. As we said earlier on, obviously, well, as I said, as Pecco would say, the next goal was huge at the start of the period. The Edinburgh Capitals getting it, but the Fife Flyers just can't let their heads go down. And obviously Ned Lukasiewicz back in the first period, taking his frustration out on the plexiglass. He's a player that can change this game, and there's no bigger time now than Ned Lukasiewicz to take his frustration out on the puck and into the back of the net.
Collins delays but couldn't get the puck to its intended target, but King jumping up on the play, brings it down the right side of the ice, tries to pull it around Wands, he does. King still with the puck under pressure, plays it, gets the pickpocketed there, and Auger starts to rush up the ice to Reba. Tries to go cross ice, picked off by King. King to Beattie, played back again for Petran. Holding on to the puck, the Caps here, looking for the stretch pass through for Steele, getting a touch on it. Haynes with the puck, tries to pull it behind the net, and it's sent forward for Reba, kept in though by Flemington, who's just going to back up and send it back for Barron. Barron goes cross ice to Beattie, and up and out of play.
The last couple of minutes have just been to and fro between the two sets of teams here. The Capitals just trying to hold on to possession. The Flyers, Flyers just trying to camp themselves in front of Thomas Hydlowski, get some shots on goal, but the Caps doing defensively well at this moment in time.
Flemington are just going to rim this one around the net, and then Hartman under pressure loses out on that puck. Hartman behind the net, plays it to Barron. Back to Hartman, behind the net for Flemington. Up the boards, Beattie. Played back, Barron. Looks to go up the ice, but it's Beattie again. Played back for Flemington. Rims this one hard around Hartman. Gets his feet moving, going up the ice, gets it to Beattie. Trying to cut in towards the middle, and he's hit by Muir. Milam through the middle. Chamont couldn't control it as it's played across for King. Up the boards, Beattie with a touch off the boards and then allowing the Caps to get a change. Muir plays it across for Milan. He's going to chip that one into the offensive zone. Fulton tries to fake behind the net, loses his footing, knocked out mid-air by Chamont. Shot through and a save made by Yudlowski with Fulton on the screen in front. Off the skate, Portwood and out. Flyers coming wave after wave of attack. Gets it to Milam, his drive was blocked. He broke his stick and then the Caps will break forward. Ricks with Portwood going to the net. Ricks couldn't get the shot through. Good defensive play by Suranyemi. Emerson couldn't get that one there and the Flyers come forward. 2 against 1. Across for Chamont and a skate save by Yudlowski. And then the Caps will come forward again, but it'll go for icing.
Well, I think Thomas Iarowski got the faintest of touches and sent that onto the post there. It came off the outside of the post and the Capitals hold on by the skin of their teeth, or the width of the post, as may be in this case. But the Flyers just picking up possession in the neutral zone and creating chances 2-on-1 there. And Thomas Iarowski somehow still manages to get something onto it. And he's keeping his team with this lead at the moment.
Face-off win by the Flyers. That one played back in Lukasevic. Still with the possession in the corner. King putting the pressure on him. He's all over him. Tries the wraparound attempt. Now throws it through the crease. Reba with the puck. Gets it to Lukasevic and a save. Rebound attempt over the bar.
I was about to say the Ned Lukasevic that we know was back on the ice with the chance that he put across the crease, but then goes across and puts it way over the bar. He was celebrating, he was away and celebrating before that one had hit the rigging. Well, he can still be celebrating because it's never hit the rigging, and the Capitals somehow hold on to a 3-1 lead with just under 12 minutes to go.
Face off to the right side of Yudlowski. It'll be Ricks against Fleming. Ricks will be thrown from the circle. Emerson going to have to come in and take this draw. Face off win by Emerson. Played behind the net. Portwood. Caps, this line for the Edinburgh Capitals been out there for a long shift. 2 icing calls against them, and Emerson's hurting. Ricks, though, will relieve the pressure by skating over the red line and throwing it in towards goal. Quick up the ice for the Flyers. Chamont gets the puck taken away from him by Collins, who played it to Naslund, brings it around the net. Played forward for Collins. Tries to settle that puck down, coming through the middle. Naslund to Yarowan, trying to play it back to Naslund, but Wands broke up that play. Fleming with the puck here as he looks to come forward, plays it wide. And a good stand-up play by Barron, taking the body on Fulton. Naslund down the left side with Collins there, throws it in front, gloved and held onto by Reagan with 11 minutes and 1 second to go. Caps lead 3-1.
Well, Richard Hartman will just be praising these guys for the way that they've been playing at this moment in time. Staying still defensively sound, giving up maybe 1 or 2 chances. Ned Lukasevic should have taken one of them at least, but still staying fairly defensively sound and creating chances at the other end. And Richard Hartman will be telling his boys just to stay at that end of the ice and allow their forwards to eat up time.
Breaking up the ice, the Flyers after the Flemington shot. Barron plays his man into the boards. Hartman will battle there as he plays it behind the net. Flemington to Beattie. Looking to come forward. Steele diving in but couldn't get it there, and Reagan's lost his stick. He's going to go and get it now. Turnover, Hartman with the net empty to Steele. Brings it over the blue line. Reagan gets back into his cage. Muir takes a big hit from Beattie, and they'll continue to go there. Big hit on the board. Steele took the hit from Suranyemi. He's got to get himself back in the play. King played off the boards and up for Emerson. Emerson just going to knock it off the boards and in. 10 minutes to go in this third period. Caps leading by 3-1. Looking to break forward. Ricks steals that one, throws it towards the goal, and Regan made the save without knowing anything about it. His stick was in the right place. Now the Flyers come forward. Ogier cut off through the middle by Petran. Ricks, 3 against 2 down the ice. Holds on to it, changes speed there as he tries to cut in towards goal, and it was taken away by the Flyers. Now heading up the ice. Fulton tries to draw it around King, he does. Played back, Fulton played into the body of Hierlovsky, and he'll absorb that one and hold on for the face-off.
Well, there was doubts during the week in the local press and here in the ring whether Captain Jade Portwood would play tonight. He's played, and he may not be 100% fit, but he's given the body like he does every night here at Murrayfield, and he's blocked quite a few shots already. And as much as that one wasn't a harmful play, it wasn't going to really do much, but it was still a shot on goal, and it just tucked underneath him, and he's putting the body up well.
Collins comes away with this one, plays it wide for Yaron and gets a return pass. Heading down the right side, finds Naslin to Yarrow, and a stone wall by Regan, then he scores! 4-1, Rennie Yaron.
Well, Kevin Regan did not deserve that. He had a fantastic save from the Rennie Yarrowin's first shot. But as Rennie Yarrowin does, picks up the rebound and slots it in behind Kevin Regan. As I say, Daniel, Kevin Regan really didn't deserve to lose that goal.
That first save was a beauty from Kevin Regan, and a timeout call by the Flyers as Todd Dutiam looks to allow his men to regroup. 4-1 the lead with under 10 minutes to go in the third for the Caps.
Todd Dutiam obviously calling a timeout there for the Fife Flyers, and they really do need this because they came out hard in the first couple of minutes of the third period, and it was them that looked like they were going to be on the upper hand for the majority of it, but the Edinburgh Capitals have scored 2 big goals in the third period here, leading by 4-1, and the Edinburgh Capitals just need to be doing exactly as they have been for the first just under 11 minutes. But Todd Dutiam will have some harsh words for his Fife Flyers, and he'll be looking for an immediate response.
The Fife Flyers want to get themselves anything out of this one. They need the next goal to try and kick-start their offence. Face-off win by Ricks. Played back for Barron. Played through the middle, Emerson. Cuts down the right side, tries to dump that one, and it looked like a hell of a stick on the bench. Muir cuts in behind the net and then puts on the brakes. Played wide for Haynes. Cuts into the middle and goes cross ice for Fleming. Fleming cuts down the right side, takes a shot, and it's over the bar, wide of the goal. Another shot comes through, bouncing around in the crease. Flemington looking to bat it away, and it's in his glove. Glove saved by Flemington.
Well, he's got the 100% save record at this moment in time. A great glove save by Kyle Flemington. He just looked to bat that one away and just use his 6'7" height to fire that one down the ice. But it ends up in his glove, and when you're Edinburgh Capitals defence, anything will do at this moment in time. And that might have been the perfect play.
Face off to the left side of Jedlovsky. Muir plays it back on the half wall. Lukasiewicz looking to cut into the middle. Played back to Muir. His shot bobbling wide of the goal and then covered by Jedlovsky with 8 minutes and 28 seconds to go here.
Well, currently the Fife Flyers are in. Excuse me. The Fife Flyers are in the right end of the ice for them to get themselves back in here. Danny Stewart has to win this face-off. We've got just under 8.5 minutes. And the Flyers need to get a goal back to make this game interesting.
Coming away with that puck is Portwood. Sends it to Barron. Back to Portwood. Back to Barron. Back to Portwood. Looking to set up the play is Muir. All over Portwood in the corner. Emerson looking to come away with it, but the Flyers will come forward now. Ricks had the puck. So that's sent wide. Looking to cut across the blue line is Stewart. Cutting in is Fleming, stood up by Barron. Takes a cross-check from Haynes, takes another cross-check from Haynes. And there will be a penalty on the play. Haynes will go, take a seat, and the Caps will go on the power play. Haynes giving Toby Craig a little bit of earache. And the Edinburgh Capitals will have a power play. The penalty called here. And a 2-minute delay game penalty against the Flyers, and the Caps have a big power play with 8 minutes to go in the third period.
2 words, Daniel, for that silly penalty. Your team's 4-1 down. You really don't need to be taking silly penalties like that. You know the guy's not going to go. The guy's not looking to drop the gloves, and he keeps persisting, and it costs his team 2 minutes. With 8 minutes to go, the Capitals get through this, try and increase the lead to 5-1, and the Capitals may have this game home and dry.
Collins down low for Portwood, back to Collins. Looking to step in, gets it to Portwood, takes it behind the net. Portwood back to Collins, up top for Petran. Takes a wrist shot and a deflection in front by Ricks. Knocked away by the Flyers as they clear their end. Petran holding on to that one. Makes the pass to Flemington, looking to skate this one into the zone. Flemington chips it past the defence and then goes to work. This one played around. Miscommunication between Portwood and Ricks, and the Flyers will come forward. Fulton finds his man, driving in, short-handed, and covered up by Portwood, and then there'll be some pushing and shoving in the goal crease. Fulton getting involved with Ricks. Collins in there as well. A call for a hooking call, potentially a penalty shot as the man was cutting in towards goal. Toby Craig though calls nothing.
I think there may have been a hooking call, but maybe not the penalty shot, because the shot got away and into Thomas Jaworowski's crease, but may have well been the hooking call. But Daniel, this is a point I was going to bring up a few seconds ago, before the last penalty. 4-1 to the Edinburgh Capitals. The longer the game went on, the tighter the game got. Nothing silly was going to happen. There was not going to be any dancing on ice between Nickerson and Emerson. The Capitals now 4-1 ahead, now on the power play. Does it happen?
I don't think so, because Matt Nickerson hasn't iced in this third period at all. Standing at the end of the bench, not got a stick, as the Edinburgh Capitals look to try and convert with less than a minute to go on this power play. Barron played back for Petran. Played back here for Barron. Looks to cut it through the middle. Naslund will get to that puck first, as Reagan comes out to play that puck around the boards. That puck cleared again by the Flyers as Shedlovsky looks to come out to play it. Gets it to Petran. Petran through the middle for Emerson. Good stick lift there, but icing waved off. Yaron coming down to pressure Shuranyemi. Chamont played forward, but Fleming distracted by something else. Emerson lays it off for Naslund. Played in for Emerson, back to Naslund. Looking to peel off the half wall. Back door for Yarowan, but couldn't get his shot on it. 5 seconds to go on the power play. Barron to Yarowan. But Flyers now back to full strength with 6 minutes to go, and Yarowan shot gloved and held on to by Reagan. 5:57 left in the third period. 4-1 Edinburgh Capitals lead.
Well, the Edinburgh Capitals have done exactly as we said at the start of that power play, just trying to eat that 2 minutes out, not trying to do anything special, nothing fancy, just eat the 2 minutes up, and they've got 5 minutes 57 seconds to go to hold on to a 4-1 lead.
Face-off win by the Flyers. Haynes under pressure from Portwood, and then Collins in there to stand them up. Collins in the corner. That puck played into the corner by Ricks to Portwood. Portwood holding it in the corner, pressured by Haynes. Taking a bit of lumber, but he'll continue to hold that puck in the corner as long as it's moving. The play will be allowed to continue. Now looking to come away with it, the Flyers. Haynes, Wands, gets it to Lukasiewicz through the middle here. Dumped in cross ice. Flemington chasing down Chamont, and Chamont shot into the glove. And then Barron roughing up Lukasiewicz. And Barron will receive a penalty. Jedlowski out to challenge one of the Fife forwards. 2 minutes for roughing against Lauren Barron. A big power play opportunity coming up for the Fife Flyers.
Well, if he called the one against the... Well, here we go. Kevin Regan has just waved to Thomas Jedlowski.
Well, Regan wanted to go with Jedlowski. Jedlowski took his blocker off and did the hurry away sign. Yarrowan will face off against Fleming. Face off win by Yarrowan as Petran looks to play this one behind the net. Petran will skate it away through the middle. Short-handed, the Edinburgh Capitals, they'll rush up the ice. 2 against 1. Petran with a shot and a blocker saved by Regan. Petran just going to play this one all the way back down the ice to Yarrowan. Good 2-on-1 opportunity there though. Emerson winds up with a big drive down the ice, gloved by Regan and then knocked aside for Ogier. Lukasiewicz starts the rush up the ice. Knocked wide, getting a stick in it though was Collins. Intercepts the pass and then clears it down the ice. Regan settles it down behind the net. Knocked aside here, Fleming. Heads up the left side of the ice, cuts in over the blue line, drop pass. Chamont, top of the circles, takes the shot. Good save by Jedlowski, managing to see it through the traffic. Backdoor attempt! Knocked wide on the deflection by Chamont, and then the Caps get to it and clear. 4 minutes to go in this third period. Flyers though still with 50 seconds of power play time. Milam wide for Stewart, cuts into the middle, stood up there, good stick from Petran breaking up that play. Fulton takes the shot and it hits the helmet of Flemington, grabs his face and then he's fine.
Well, the Edinburgh Capitals again just controlling the power play for the Fife Flyers, their penalty kill, and the Capitals working the special teams well and just icing the puck and allowing them themselves a chance to take a vital 2 points.
Petran with the puck, 35 seconds to go. Just going to throw that one in. Milam played wide for Stewart. Through the neutral zone, takes it to his left, throws it behind the net, gets it to Fleming. Back to the blue line, Milam's his drive wide of the target. Fulton with Chamont camped out in front. Fulton still with the puck here. Throws it across and then the fan on the play by Fleming. Couldn't get his one-timer away. Played back for Milam. Across the blue line. Chamont shot blocked and the Caps now back to full strength as that one's cleared up the boards. Yarrowan plays it off the boards and out, and the Caps need to get a defenseman off the ice. They've got 3 D-men on. Barron. As Petran heads to the bench, Barron takes it behind the net, plays it to Flemington. Played back for Barron and then advanced around the boards. Stick lift from Ricks, but it's kept in. And then Collins is checked down to the ice. Played in front, kept away. Wands with his drive wide. Battling down low, Lukasiewicz can't centre it. And then Barron looking to outmuscle his man. Battle on the half wall. Flyers looking to peel free. Lukasiewicz takes down Flemington. That one played up the boards. And they score! Ned Lukasiewicz with a deflection in front. 2 minutes and 12 seconds to go. And it's a 2-goal hockey game.
Well, it's the old saying in hockey, if you throw things on goal, good things will happen. And Lukasiewicz just getting a great tip in front of the goal, and it's game back on here in Murrayfield. Ed Lukasiewicz brings the score back to 4-2, and the Edinburgh Capitals just need to keep their heads up and play the game that they've been playing for the last 58 minutes. 58 minutes, sorry. They've been playing well and they've been doing well defensively. They just need to stay out the next 2 minutes.
Regan heads to the bench. He'll be 6 against 5. Emerson advances this one around the boards. Yarrow tries to shovel it down the ice, but it only comes as far as Haynes. To Reba. Tries to play it through the middle. Haynes. Cradles it, sends it cross ice. Nasland through the empty net, and it goes wide. Haynes with Beattie on his tail. Shrugs off the pressure, a minute and a half to go. Flyers needing 2 goals. Played off the boards, up the ice. Icing waved off. Emerson rims this one hard around the boards. Gets it to Beattie. Throws it down the ice. It'll go for icing. Icing waved off. Milam picks up the puck. Brings it into the centre of the ice. Looking for his pass attempt. Chips it in. 1 minute remaining in this hockey game. Digging away down low are the Flyers. Emerson knocks it aside for Collins. Plays it into open ice. Rennie Yarrow for his hat-trick. Celebrates, then scores. 5-2, Yarrow hat-trick.
Well, Rennie Yarrow was a man possessed on that last shift. He wanted that hat-trick so badly, and he's managed to get it. And look at Thomas Hajrowski up on the goals. Here we go. No, Kevin Reagan giving him a...
Thomas Shedlovsky deciding that he only needs a seat on top of his goal. Now he's ready to play. 48.2 seconds. 5-2 Caps lead. Reagan not happy. Stewart off the face-off, looks to bring it forward. Steps over the blue line, stood up by Barron. Stewart still takes the shot, and a save made by Hierlovsky. Drive from Muir, knocked aside. Ricks plays it in on the backhand. Suranyemi, 30 seconds to go. Schoon and Stewart collide, then Stewart will come through the middle. Gunn down low for Stewart. Schoon with the puck, holding on to it here. Played to the blue line, kept in by Suranyemi. Tries to drive it towards goal. Gunn takes a shot blocked by Portwood, then diving out to play it. Reagan knocks it aside, but the Edinburgh Capitals will skate out. 5-2 victors, 3 points in their last 2 games, and a big win as Edinburgh Capitals look to get themselves back in a playoff race.
Well, it was a huge 2 points for the Edinburgh Capitals, and a well-worked 2 points at that as well. The Capitals deserved it from minute 1 to minute 60, and they put in a workmanlike performance. 5 goals. We've not seen many of those here at Murrayfield in the last few weeks, but a great performance by both teams. And, well, the Edinburgh Capitals walking away, or skating away, with 2 very deserved points.
And you look at the Man of the Match awards, and for the Fife Flyers, been on a good run recently, not what the night they wanted tonight. Who would be your Man of the Match award for the man wearing white?
Well, they put in a good performance again, but after a slow start, Ned Lukasevich got right into the game and produced some of his best hockey here, but just not good enough to beat Thomas Hajrowski and an open net at one point. But Ned Lukasevich is always one that impresses me. It's either him or Bobby Chamont. Bobby Chamont puts in a top performance in every game. But one of those 2 for me.
And for the man wearing blue?
Do we have to decide this one? It's a great team performance again. I wouldn't complain if the whole team skated forward to collect this one. But the guy that's going to collect a healthy wee bonus for a hat trick, probably from John Fairley, one of the sponsors. Lukasevich is getting man of the match for the Fife Flyers, and well, I called it right, but number 35, sponsored by Giant Caravan Care, Rennie Yarrow, skates forward to get this one for me.
The Flyers players will take the applause from both sets of fans here in Murrayfield tonight. Not the performance they were looking for, but they'll look to try and get back on the horse tomorrow night And then all we need to do is wait. I believe there may be a Player of the Month award for birthday boy Riley Emerson before the Man of the Match award. Caps fans wanting Rennie Yarrow to pick up the Man of the Match award. It will just be straight to the Man of the Match award. And Marcel Petran picks up the Man of the Match award for the Capitals. He's wanting to give it to Yarrow, but Petran has to skate forward to collect the honours.
Well, every single Caps player going over to Rennie Yarrow and patting him on the back to say, how did you not get that one? But Marcel Petran did put in a good performance, a lot of shots on goal. It would be interesting to see how many shots he took on goal tonight. But Rennie taking great applause from the Caps fans, and a great 2 points for them.
Well, it's a quick turnaround. The Edinburgh Capitals back on home ice tomorrow night. They've got the Coventry Blaze, the team 2 points ahead of them in the playoff race in 8th spot. The big momentum going into that game for the Edinburgh Capitals. So we hope to join us tomorrow night. The Edinburgh Capitals, I say, home to the Coventry Blaze. Thanks for joining us tonight, and we hope to see you tomorrow. Good night.